Hi, in this video we're going to show the Android activity lifecycle, which is the lifecycle that pertains to any specific activity in Android. No matter how many activities we have, all of them will persist, be created, be destroyed according to this lifecycle. So what we've done here in this app is we just have our main activity, extending activity, and then of course we always override on create because this is where we set our layout or our content view. But we've added a log statement here with the tag lifecycle and then on create called. On start, similarly, it just says on start called, on resume, on pause, on stop, and on restart, and on destroy. And all of these have been overridden like we would normally do if we need to use them. The only one that we need to really ever override is on create. However, if we have specific things to do, we can hook into the process lifecycle or the activity lifecycle to get those things done. Now I want to run this, and of course there's nothing in our layout. I took out the let's get that so that you can see. I just took out even the text view, so we just have an empty white screen. So it's not going to really be interesting to look at. However, we have logcat open here, and when I run the application, we're going to see this lifecycle in motion. So the emulator's already up. Let me scoot this over here so that when we run the app, we'll see these various methods coming up. All right, so at the very beginning, we can see that first on create, then on start, then on resume have been called. On create is called when the application or the activity is created. On start is called as the activity is going from an invisible to a visible state, but it's not fully visible. And then on resume is called when the activity is fully visible, and if we had controls here, we could interact with them. So now, let me move over here so we can see these methods being called. Let me just press the home key. This is not going to destroy the activity, but it does hide it. So on pause is called first as the activity is transitioning to a invisible state, and then on stop is called when the activity stopped, but it's not destroyed. So now we can see that. Now, if we bring that activity back up, and let's go ahead and look at our applications list. And if I look at, let's see, what are we called here? HelloLifecycle. If I look at HelloLifecycle and bring it back up, on restart, on start, and on resume are called in that order. So we can see that restart is called because the application was stopped and is being restarted. And then on start is called, and then on resume is called. And then of course, if I close the application, we get an on pause call, followed by an on stop, and an on destroy call. Now I want to look at the duration of some of these things. We can see that, and here I see that at 12:07:57, all of these three are called. Let me even look at, okay. And now I can see that on pause, in specific, this on pause entry went from 9:06 to 9:55. So this is almost half a second. The 9:06 is at the 906th millisecond. This is at the 955th millisecond. So between on pause and on stop, the application is in a paused state. So we have half a second to save, and this is a very long time in terms of computer processing or in terms of processing. So many cycles are available to us to save state in on pause. If I, however, look at on stop, and we're going to get several different, but see on stop, If I look at on stop going to on destroy, 1209, 43, 495, and then immediately 1209, 43, 495, on stop doesn't give us any time at all if the application is about to be destroyed. So on pause, here again, 41, 494 to 43, 495. This is a very long time indeed. This is actually 2 seconds between on pause when the application is in the paused state. So the paused state gives us the most time to save application state, to save information, some properties that we want to resume with, or restart the activity with. So this just outlines how the activity lifecycle works and the order in which these methods are called, going to the various states, which are again created, started, resumed, paused, stopped, and destroyed. Thank you.